were talking about was his wife. And yeah, so I was talking about how he was telling his wife about, you know, him saying he kind of wants to back out from everything that's happening and he's not ready when she's a week from giving birth. Her father doesn't have the luxury to be able to say, you know what, I'm gonna back out, I don't want to do this. My guy, you have a responsibility, you have a family, and it's only now that you're speaking up after she's a week from giving birth that now this is not what she wants. I want to move on from that and specifically speak about, like I said, the portrayal of Jamie. It makes me wonder whether the directors wanted us to see him as a victim, wanted us to finally see that human layer. I watch a lot of serial killer things, I know that sounds weird, but just like Mindhunter, stuff like that, just for example, stuff like that. Like I watch things like that. That's why, well, not the only reason I did psychology as a degree, but it's part of understanding human beings and understanding their behavior. I've always been very interested in that. And when it came to Jamie and his portrayal as a character, I don't want to say angered, but I was confused as to whether the director, whether the writer wanted us to see the humanity within Jamie, wanted us to feel sorry for him. You know, let's go through points. Example 1, when he's talking to the detective and they're starting to have some kind of friendship, and then Jamie feels betrayed. Jamie is betrayed and he's upset and he's angry and he can't believe what's going on, because it's like, I'm not this person, who am I, like what's going on? In example 2, the ending, when he gets shot by the detective. Those 2 instances to me really made me think about privilege. It made me think about consequences as humans and how an individual sees their power, right? He has power. We're not even going to talk about his relationship with that girl, because I'm talking about the schoolgirl, by the way. But he knows he has power, and he finds that power when he kills people. He finds that power when he's able to manipulate certain individuals. And all of a sudden, when things go wrong, he's scared. Oh no, what have I done? I didn't mean to do this. I don't know whether they want us to see the humanity in this man, because I had no sympathy for him. I had no sympathy for this guy. When that's his name, Ambrose, Detective Ambrose, when Detective Ambrose shot him, and he's there like, oh my god, why did you shoot me? And he's dying and he's like, hold my hand. Okay, I may be a bit cold-hearted, I understand. I would probably be scared too if I've been shot, but once again, different circumstances. It's because when it comes down to a human level, you're dying, and that's scary. Especially the one thing that he has been scared of is finally coming to him. It's finally happening. The one thing that he has been so afraid of his whole life is finally getting there. And he's not ready to confront it. He never was. That's what's so interesting about it. Sorry, I'm licking my lips. My lip balm is downstairs. He's finally being confronted with this. But it's like, you chose this. You chose to kill people in the name of a greater power, right? Let's not even go too deep into this one, because we could go on forever. But you chose to kill someone for greater power, and with your privilege you did not get caught. Now all of a sudden things are happening. He got arrested, right, at school, and he's there like, oh no, it's happening, I'm being arrested. What did you think was gonna happen? What, that everyone would just welcome you in open arms? Yes, we understand, Jamie. Oh, privilege. The reason I speak about this specifically is because I can't feel sorry for him. I can't feel sorry for him when He isn't the victim here. And I don't know whether that was the writer's intention, but it felt like it. I could be wrong, but it felt like it. It felt like that was the intention, that at the end of the day, we are supposed to give him, maybe I'm being really harsh, let me know, but at the end of the day, we are supposed to give him this humanity, we're supposed to allow him this grace to die peacefully, because so many others do not have this luxury. And when I spoke about earlier about imagine if this was a black man, this whole event, this whole series would have been 2 episodes. No cap. It would have been 2 episodes. Because we don't have that luxury. When we do something wrong, our actions will immediately have consequences. They're always ready. The system isn't built for us to make mistakes. We make a mistake and that's it, we're out. And so when watching this, it made me think about like, okay, wow. So this man is struggling with gender roles. He's struggling with what he is supposed to do as a man in society. He's unhappy. And with all his privilege, being the top of the top, he is still unhappy. He is still unable to grasp what it is he actually wants. And so I was thinking a lot about that. I was thinking a lot about him as a white man living in the suburbs, and this expectation on men, to specifically men, just in general men, and masculinity and gender roles, and how one must do these things in order to be the ideal father, in order to be the ideal man, the breadwinner, right? And when a guy is confronted with this situation, and specifically Jamie, who's at the top of the hierarchy in terms of social status, nearly, and he's unhappy and he's struggling, where does that come from? Because you have everything that you need. And when I say this, I'm not talking about like he's not allowed to be unhappy. He's no. We're looking at this from a general stand view of what it means to be a man. Obviously, this is in the context of America, New York. What it means to be a man, a white man, in this situation, living in the suburbs, who has absolutely everything, but is still struggling with manhood, is still struggling with his identity as an individual, because he may not be man enough, he may not be masculine enough. Those themes I really enjoyed. In addition, looking at the portrayal of Jamie and his privilege, I enjoyed that. Specifically, just how many things he was able to get away with, and how so many others I doubt would have the luxury of doing it. If we look at the first season with Jessica Biel, oh yeah, I don't actually know the actor's name who's called Jamie, that's my bad. But we look at the first season of The Sinner, the way they grilled Jessica Biel's character, I think her name was Cora, they grilled her. Even as a white woman, you do not have that luxury, that same amount of privilege. Even in those circumstances, there's not that same, leverage is the wrong word, there's not that same leeway. There's not that same leeway that you would get if you were Jamie. And so I definitely saw that in there. The idea of morality, what is morality? The idea of morality was very strong. What is right and what is wrong, and when we push those boundaries, where are we left? What's on the other side? We saw that with Jamie, we saw that with the detective Ambrose. What is on the other side? What is on the other side of death? Those were very interesting things that I'm not going to get into because I just don't want to. Yeah. To wrap it all up, looking at Jamie as a victim. You could say, yeah, he's a victim of society in terms of how men must act, in terms of how men must be perceived, what a man is in society, especially with a family, how he is supposed to provide, how he's supposed to step up, the responsibilities of being a man, of being a father. Those ideas were definitely portrayed. I can say I don't have much sympathy for him, even within his last few moments. I can't. It's like, you kidnap someone else's family because you're hurting. And hurt people hurt people. So you kidnapped his grandson. You tried to shoot him. You said you threatened to shoot his grandson, and now he shoots you. And you want mercy. Is that all you wanted all along? Mercy? The same with Nick. When he put on that music, it's like he's chasing his demons. But in reality, he just wants everything to be still. And with Jamie, I don't know. With Jamie, he was a bit of a sheep. Chasing something, but still so unsure, so lost in his identity. And I guess when you're lost, you try and find. And like the other detective said, you know, that he doesn't have God in his life. I'm not going to get into religion, but I enjoyed the themes. I enjoyed this. The Sinner has always been very slow. Every season is very slow. Slow building. I kind of like that. If I was to give it a rating out of 5, I would give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'd give it a 4 out of 5, and only a 4 out of 5 because it's got me speaking this much about it. And this is a very long video. I apologize. I feel like all my videos are going to be long. I'm going to have to do some short and snappy ones. This is kind of all I've had to say. I hope this made sense. It probably didn't. I was just rambling. I didn't write anything down. Maybe next time I'm gonna write some things down just to be a bit more clearer. Comment what you thought if you've watched it. I hope you enjoyed. Share to other people who've watched it, and let's talk. I could be completely wrong. This is just my opinion, and it definitely isn't informed. So if you thought something else, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh my god, I didn't even show you my toes. They're so cute. They're blue. Oh, actually, before I go, let me know whether there's any other series you suggest me doing. I think I'm gonna do Blood and Water next, just because I enjoyed that so much. Blood. Bye guys.